just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between our visitors and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Okay, break.
They'll start with the option. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon, down to about the 45. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Well, he is certainly... And he keeps it himself. He's going to keep this again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cook tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And he's been throwing the ball up for grabs here early on. 2 passes, 2 interceptions. He'll try and rein things in a bit here as he starts again on first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Mixon with a first down carry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Throwing, Cook. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. He finds his man complete. It's Hartman. Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Lance looking to throw it. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Shotgun now for Lance. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hartman. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! A.J. Brown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Now Cook. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Cook. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Cook now on 3rd down. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. He's going to have the 1st down, and more than that, down to the 10. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Second quarter now in 10. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Cook. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are back within a score. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Trey Lance in the offense heading back out. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Play action. Now it's Lance. They'll roll him out right. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. In motion, the tight end. Now a play fake. Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. Off of play action, here's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance. Finding Walker complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 36 yards on the play.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Walker. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Ken Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Ready.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Cook to throw on 3rd down. And he can't get away from the pressure. Cook goes down. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. Here's Blake Gillikin now. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but a shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
On play action, Lance. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Lance. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Kenneth Walker. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Ken Walker who finished things off with a touchdown catch. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Cook. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have...
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown with career touchdown number 60. And the Eagles are able to add their first half lead. Late first half, he is compiling with his already over 100 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And now he's got him at a great spot at the 8-yard line here, first and goal. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball...
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession. Here's Cook. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Now then. And quickly. Throwing again on second down. Cook. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. Right? They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance. Throw out wide to Walker. And he... inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. To throw is Cook. Throwing on first down. His throw incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, having back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Yeah, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first two quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
Let's go do this thing, baby.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. In motion left goes Smith.
On first down, Lance.
Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hartman. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And, oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lance.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. In motion left comes Brown.
Lance now on first down.
Airing it out deep for Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a second and short. The jet sweep. This is Godwin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
His third rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the Bucs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Down.
To throw, it's Lance.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hartman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Lance now on first down.
20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
A give for Walker running right.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Walker once more. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run. Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. With his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 18.
Holding, 82.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Here's Lance.
Going deep for Walker. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
After that last run, Lance is going to throw it here.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now Cook on 3rd down. He finds his target. It's Evans. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
The Lance going to throw.
He finds his man complete. That's Hartman. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the... Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Throwing now is Lance. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10.
Lance
Flushed out right.
This one caught downfield by Higgins.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Throwing, Cook.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Cook toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the 45 on 2nd down, Cook. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now Cook steps away. Able to slither by. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw to the right, taken in by Barrios.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
From the 25 on second down, Cook.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Throwing on second and long. Cook. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
This offense so far on third down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd down and 12. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Throwing on first down is Lance.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And Lance now to throw. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Elliott on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And it's caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Now Lance.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the rollout continues.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is over.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Having a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Buccaneers 26.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position. Their opponent.
Come on. A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 36, Cook. And he completes it to Barrios. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right?
He's got a man, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Elliott now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for our visitors, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will head home for next